Hey, what's up, Saab forum YouTubers, Saabalonians, Saabaholics. Just got this piece, 250 bucks. It's 210,000 miles on it. Pretty clean. Not too bad, but never worked on them before. First Saab. So got under the hood a little bit to find out what was going on with it. I mean, the check engine light's been on, replaced the mass airflow sensor, a couple oxygen sensors, spark plugs, a couple of the basics. Trying to get my check engine light to go off. Cleared the code. Came back on like a day later. Popped the hood again, found out what possibly is going on. The code is throwing for the DI cassette, which I'm going to replace that in a couple of days. As soon as I get about $200. It should be really easy. But I found out that one of these hoses was cracked. The PCV hose, ventilation hose. And I got under it and it was like right about here. And it ran from, it starts from like down here. There's a oil tank, whatever you call it, one of these. It's down here, and I didn't replace the old one because it looks fine, but the hoses were cracked up, and I didn't feel like doing it. So see if I can get away without doing it. But two hoses run. This goes down here, like right about here. You'll see it. You get your hand down there and just feel around. Put your hand down this way, and you'll feel it. But the reason why I made this video is because I hate diagrams and instructions. They're normally okay. It's a good guide, but I like to be able to see it and reference it in person. So the reason why I made the video is because the old setup, as you guys I'm sure know, anybody that's doing a PCV, which what I found out when I got online, is that there was a recall on the PCV, whatever you call it. And so I went on to eeuroparts and found that I was looking originally for just one of these hoses, and then I found that there was an update kit and there was a recall, so I just went ahead and ordered the whole kit, because also one of these little valves on this oil filler tube, see with the little white thing, that also like cracked in half when I was pulling this hose out of here, as well as like the nipple and all that pretty much disintegrated in my hands when I was trying to pull this hose off. Just I guess dry rotted and just old. So I went ahead and got the whole kit, so I didn't have to worry about just ordering like 3 or 4 different parts and wondering if or hoping that I ordered all the right parts, because I am new to this. So the reason why I made this video is to show how everything is routed, because you went from 2 hoses to like either at least 1 more hose or 2 more hoses. So I just wanted to show you guys how it's routed and what may cause you a little bit of problem or confuse me, because the diagram was kind of crappy, just like this video, but hopefully it helps somebody. The one thing that confused me is that the diagram was unclear on, is if this needed to be replaced. And I had no idea what this is. I'm sure there'll be some gay comments of people, telling me that I don't know anything and don't know shit, which I don't know shit. But, we're all learning, so I'm just trying to help somebody learn. And so don't let this confuse you. There's like a little T connector here, which confused me. I thought I had to replace this. And as you can see, it runs all the way down here, which I'm sure somebody can educate me on what this pipe is, what this tube is. It runs to the back of the throttle body, like right here. Sorry about my shaky hands. Had a couple too many beers last night. Having withdrawal? Just kidding.
What?
Nothing.
What are you talking
Women for you. Always being nosy.
What?
I'm making a video.
Oh.
Gosh, Mom. Leave me alone before I shove a remote up my butt. So the reason why I made this video is because there's a difference between the stock and then the update kit. This oil filler tube. The difference, this is the old one. The difference with the new one, there's a little nipple that runs out of the back, like right here. Which is, you can't see it right here. Well, you can. It's right here. And then this little T-pipe or T-connection right there. So you just run this to the back, behind and under this to the oil filler pipe, to the little nipple there. And you run it to, there's a connection. Let me see if I can get it on video. It's kind of hard. You can see it right here. There's a connection right there. You'll see it once you run your hands from it. But this connection, this tube right here, the single tube ran straight down from here all the way down, like where my hand is, coming down here, onto this, which, you know, it just kind of confused me because, you know, now you have an additional pipe running from here to here, and then I'll show you this part if you follow with me from right here where this T connection is, all the way down and around, and you can't really see, but under this, under the PCV, the actual PCV pipe, I guess. So this tube right here, which I'm still following it from here. I'm going slow for retards like me. So you run, I followed it all the way down here, and then there's a little check valve right here, and you'll see there's these little, I guess they're coolant hosers. So I had to run it, it says, the diagram says to run it. Make sure that the check valve is on top of the coolant hoses, I'm assuming for insulation purposes, because there is a piece of insulation that I'm going to put on that came with the kit, because I guess it sits right on top of the turbo intake manifold, or whatever you call it. Forgive me because I don't know my terminology, but the insulation is like this, and I have to figure out a way to put it back together because I cut it in half yesterday. But anyways, I'm about to end up, I made the video now before I zip tied it, but this insulation will go underneath all these hoses, 1, 2, and 3 will go underneath. Actually, there's a oil filler tube that you can hardly see, but it's like right here. Putting my finger on it. Actually, wrong one. There's another tube like this that runs directly under these coolant hoses that you can't see in this video. But you basically just wrap it all up from the underside, kind of like this. It's going to be sitting like this, so it doesn't damage the hoses, the heat from the, I guess it's an intake manifold. And then you run it down. I mean, I'm going opposite, but you just run it down. You'll feel where your old oil filler tank is, or that you replaced, and you just route it. The only thing the diagram said is just make sure and put the this check valve on top of these hoses. Just make sure, it says to make sure that it's wedged in there or protected, I guess. Sorry if the video quality sucks, and that was it. It came with this new oil filler tube, and that just runs directly to the little nipple in here, and the crankcase tube runs all the way down, and it runs kind of pretty much directly down alongside of this. And that's it. Hope it helped somebody. Let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. Again, the only reason I made a YouTube video is because I couldn't find any video on the PCV update kit. So yeah, here it is. Then obviously you just put the this delivery pipe back on, and that's it. I don't want to hear any of your gay comments, people. I might sound gay, but I will fuck you up. Deuces.